Go faster than the Mask Rider. Get Sunlink Internet with speeds up to 1 gig available. Call 806-793-2222 or visit sunlink.com.
Moving on here, I want to talk a little bit NBA. Kawhi Leonard traded to the Toronto Raptors for DeMar DeRozan. Yeah, if you're San Antonio, you had to get rid of that. You had to get rid of that bad juju, that bad karma, whatever it was. It was not working. Leonard was not happy. It looked like the Spurs weren't happy. I'm glad they ended up getting it done. We don't have to talk about it no more, at least until basketball season, which for me starts on Christmas Day. But you got to kind of feel bad for DeMar DeRozan, at least a little bit. A guy that wanted to be in Toronto, like Toronto, was hoping to be a Toronto Raptor for life, and just like that gets traded away for a Leonard who's not even going to be a Toronto Raptor after this season. So that kind of sucks for him. I feel for him. But hey, it's a business. He knows that. We all know that. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I think the Raptors also get like Danny Green in that deal as well, just so they can keep a player from that trade, right? I mean, you don't want to just trade DeMar DeRozan away and not have anything long term. Danny Green, maybe a couple more years left on his deal. Like I said, Kawhi Leonard's done. He'll be a Laker. But DeMar DeRozan, I believe he has 3 more years left, so he'll be a San Antonio Spur for like 3 years. So that's kind of a good deal. Good deal for him. Now, if you're the Raptors, will you, before the season, trade Kawhi, not even before, even during the season, trade Kawhi to the Lakers and get some of those young, good players that the Lakers currently have? Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Now, the Raptors, already the best team in the East, getting that first seed last year, I would say got better with Green and Leonard. Do they try to make a run out of it in the East? A winnable East without LeBron James. Now, again, the East is better. The 76ers are better. They'll probably be better from a year ago. More experience. The Celtics, of course, are going to be better. Not only with that experience they got going to Game 7 of the Eastern Finals this year, but you bring back Kyrie and you bring back Gordon Hayward, who are going to help. So right now, Boston's obviously the favorite, in my opinion, to win the East. And then I would go Toronto and Philadelphia, kind of 1-2, or I should say 2-3, 2A, 2B, right below Boston. And I might give it the edge a little bit to Toronto with Kawhi and Danny Green. Could be a fun race there in the East. Could be some fun series in the East once it comes to the playoff time a year from now in May, June next year for the NBA playoffs. We'll have to wait and see. But if the Raptors don't want to make a move or they don't want to push it and they know they're not going to sign Kawhi, trade him to the Lakers. Get some of those young guys. And then build your team around that. And then maybe down the road, you're ready to compete full time. Because Boston probably will not keep Kyrie Irving as well. They're going to lose some of their guys to deals, free agency, when it comes up. So there is a hole, there is a slot here for Boston to be very good, but it will not last forever. Melo traded to the Atlanta Hawks and then away, so he's probably going to be a free agent. And it looks like rumors he will probably end up being a Houston Rocket before the season kicks off again, Christmas Day, December 25th. No, I kid. Probably November, whatever, October, whenever it starts there. But I don't know. I don't know about Melo. Here's a question. Let me throw that out to you guys. Who is more valuable right now, Dwayne Wade or Carmelo Anthony? That's a good question. It's a good question. And I'm not throwing in rings. Obviously, Dwayne has a lot more rings. Carmelo, none. Hasn't been close to a ring. Dwayne, I believe, has 3. 3 with Miami, 2 with LeBron, 1 with Lonzo. Alonzo Mourning, I believe. Did he win with Shaq? Yeah. No, it was just, I think it was that Heat team with Shaq and Alonzo Mourning. And Shaq was there. That was a pretty good Heat team. They beat the Mavericks, I believe. I believe they beat the Mavericks that year. I believe. I could be wrong. But who's more valuable right now? Both guys kind of in their past their prime in their career, a little bit older. Obviously, you know Carmelo's bounced around. He started in Denver, New York, Oklahoma City. I want to say there's one more team, but I could be wrong. And you would think Carmelo would be the most valuable right now, but to me, it's what have you done lately? And he hasn't done anything lately. In New York and even last year in Oklahoma City, I mean, obviously the third option behind Westbrook and Paul George, but I expected a lot more from the Thunder last season than what I got. And we didn't get nothing. Yeah, they made the playoffs. Yeah, they won a couple playoff games, but they ended up losing to the Jazz. So I want to say Melo, but I'm going to probably have to go with Dwayne Wade. As bad as that is to say right now, Dwayne Wade's probably the most valuable player out of those two right now. I don't know. Good question. Let me know what you think. At A-Flo Radio on Twitter and Instagram. Love to hear your thoughts. Who would you pick? Who's more valuable? Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade. Both guys looking for teams currently as we speak. Well, I say Dwayne Wade. He could still be a Miami guy. Is Dwayne Wade Miami's best player ever? Now, I know LeBron was there for a cup of coffee. LeBron was there for a bit. But LeBron's a Cleveland Cavalier. Okay? I mean, I don't know if the NBA, if you go to the Hall of Fame, you put a hat on like you would in baseball. You know, in baseball, you know, you go to the Hall of Fame, you pick a team you're on. Vladimir Guerrero goes to the Hall of Fame as a Montreal Expo, right? Randy Johnson goes to the Hall of Fame as an Arizona Diamondback, right? In basketball, I don't think they do this. I think they just get inducted to a Hall of Fame, but LeBron James is a Cleveland Cavalier, through in and throughout. He may be playing for the Lakers right now, but he was a Cleveland Cavalier. Dwayne Wade's in Miami Heat. That's their boy. That's their guy. Best player Miami's ever had, probably. So we'll move on here just from a bit. I guess one last touch of news from the NBA. Lakers signed Michael Beasley. Okay, he's not Boogie Cousins. Okay, he's not Paul George. He'll help a little bit. But other than that, probably not much going on there for the Lakers, at least this season. They'll make the playoffs. But I don't think they compete with Houston or Golden State. Last thing before we get out of here, Super Bowl 53 predictions coming out, according to some. And it is predicted that a rematch between Philadelphia and New England and the Super Bowl will be again this season. Now, I'm not ready to make a Super Bowl pick. We're still very, very early, maybe in the middle of August, somewhere around there. I believe the first game is September 6th. So maybe somewhere around there in the middle of August, I make a pick. I don't like that pick prediction. New England, Philadelphia. Again, I'm not going to make a pick today, but my top 5 right now, top 5 teams right now that I like. Again, not a prediction. I'm just saying I like these teams moving forward, going into the season. Training camp starting here in about a week. Some already started. I believe Baltimore's already started training camp. Right now, LA Rams are number 5. Some guys that I've talked to, not big fans of the Rams. Thinking they're going to fall back a little bit. Don't think so. I like that team. Number 4, Jacksonville. Made it to the AFC Championship game last year. A little bit more experience. Defense obviously still going to be good. I like that pick. We talked about it last week. Tony Romo picking the Jags to go to the Super Bowl. I think Romo picked Jacksonville, Green Bay. Bold. Number 4 team, Jacksonville. Number 3 team that I like right now, Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota. Another team that went to the championship game a year ago, the NFC, losing to the Eagles. But I like them. They get a quarterback. Maybe it'll help them out. Number 2, Philadelphia. You bring back Wentz, who's a little bit better than Foles. Don't get me wrong. That's not even debatable. Wentz is better than Foles. Wentz QB1 would have been the quarterback if he did not get hurt in that Super Bowl. So I think they're still going to be right there. And then number 1, the Pittsburgh Steelers, with those weapons, with the veteran leadership of Ben Roethlisberger in the AFC. Tom Brady, still old. I think this could be the year for the Steelers. Now, I don't want to get into the Le'Veon Bell stuff. Pay the man. He's the best running back in the game. So this could be the absolute last chance Steelers have with this group to do something. Bell's gone after the year. Antonio Brown, best receiver. A team has the best receiver, the best running back, and they can't do nothing. Unbelievable. And Ben, not too long ago, was the best quarterback in the National Football League. I'm not afraid to say that. Ben, years ago, was the best quarterback there. in the NFL, he was with Steelers. He's gotten older. He's flirted with retirement here and there. This could be the last chance they got. Juju Smith-Schuster, I like him a lot. So I think it's a good weapon team. And right now, not predicting them to be, but they're my number one team that I like coming in to this season. Darrelle Revis retires this week. Greatest corner of all time, question mark? I guess, yeah. Deion, pretty good. Deion Sanders. But Darrelle hanging it up. That's going to be it for us today here. A quick show here on the Sunday Sports Blitz. Thank you for listening, as always, here on DoubleT973.com. If you're listening on iTunes, the A-Flo Show, that avenue, appreciate your listens as well. Comment, rate, subscribe to the podcast at A-Flo Show there. Appreciate you guys. Don't know when the Sports Blitz will be back, but if not back on the air, we'll definitely be here on DoubleT973.com bringing you some more good stuff. That's going to do it for us here today. Thanks for listening. I'm Andreas Flores. Thank you.